Good morning, everyone. Welcome to PoweFolk Living. We're going to do a garden tour today. I was just out examining some of the stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do another garden tour so that I can document right now what's happening in the garden before the month is over. So let's go. I'm going to start in the black garden. As y'all know, I am revamping this entire garden space due to the squirrels. If you've been following me, you know that I've had an issue with squirrels. And so I've replaced 3 beds already, and I'm waiting for about 5 more to come. So it is a complete mess over here. This is real life gardening. I need to weed, I need to mulch, and I just got to do things. This is real life. And so in this garden bed right here, we just have 2 sunflowers. There's nothing actually planted in here right now, just 2 sunflowers. No food, I just say. But I did go ahead and planted up some sunflowers. Everything in here I did grow from seed, and I'm excited about that. And it just lets me know that I can do it. And so let's go over here. We have pepper plants. I put out my pepper plants and my tomato plants, and I did not label them. Oh my gosh, it was going to be time consuming, and I just threw it in there, and I was like, I'm gonna go by what they look like. But I know that's not the right thing to do. I have a couple labeled, but not all of them. So we have jalapeno peppers. So this space right here is empty, so I still have planting space right here. Then sunflowers. I'm trying to plant sunflowers everywhere. Then in this side of the bed, we have collard greens and turnip greens that I heavily sold because I'll pick off the collard greens and I'll do the like cut and come again with a lot of my greens. They won't let me be great. I'm gonna let you out in a minute. But and so I'll like cut them when they're babies, so it doesn't bother me. I'd sow a few seeds thickly. So that's that garden bed. Like I said, this space right here is preserved, and this garden box is the last one to go that the squirrels had been invading, and the mole and vole whatever has been over here. And so more pepper plants in this bed right here. And they're looking good. This one, I don't know what happened, but it's still growing. So it's not a fail. So if you think something is dead or not growing, you should just leave it there and it will continue to grow. Over here we have a my stock, not a green stock, but this is a, I got this off of Amazon. And I sowed like lettuce and Swiss chard, and I forgot what else. So we're going to be surprised what comes up. We also have some strawberry plants in here, but we're going to be surprised to what comes up. But it was lettuce, Swiss chard, 2 different types, the rainbow and the green, the regular Swiss chard I should say, and 2 types of lettuce. And I can't even think what the other thing was. Once again, I have a lot of weeding to do and mulching, so you'll see mulch bags everywhere. This is an apple tree that failed. I planted 4 apple trees when did I plant it? Let me let these dogs out. So I don't know where I ended, but anyways, so some of the seeds got washed down, so they're down there. But I'm gonna see how this little my stock does. But I think it's cute. I like it. I put the bricks around it because we had a very windy day and I wasn't sure if it was going to topple over, but it seems fine, so I can remove the bricks when I want. Once again, there's weeding, and this is where I stopped. This apple tree, I planted 4 apple trees. This one did not make it. It's dead. My daughter said, Mommy, just leave it and see if it just will come back to life over the summer. But daughter and everybody else, I think it's dead. So there are garden fails, but I do have 3 that I'll show you that survive. This right here is my onion bed. Once again, sunflowers. I'm not sure if I will get any onions. I was kind of late with onions, but hey, they're thriving, so I'm gonna see what happens in that bed. Over here in this bed, I planted potatoes. Nothing's come up yet. I just did that. This is an empty bed. Well, this half is empty, and then that half, that whole bed actually is empty. So I do have more seedlings, tomato and pepper seedlings, eggplants. I have more stuff to go out, so I'm just trying to make sure that I put things in spaces that are going to work. I have watermelon, I have corn seeds that I need to plant, so I need these beds and the beds to come. Over here in this bed, I have lettuce. Once again, I sow heavily. It's a lot of lettuce, but I do the cut and grow again. I give them to my chickens over there. What we don't eat, you know, so we share in the garden. I also planted some spinach here as well, and 2 pepper plants went in here. So that's that bed. Over here in this bed, there is more peppers. I know that a lot of gardeners or, you know, veggie growers really love tomatoes. I love peppers, and we want a lot of peppers. My family loves peppers, and so I have a lot more pepper plants than I do tomato plants, as you'll see. So these pepper plants right here, and then I have some oregano that looked like it wasn't doing well, but as you all can see, we have some sprouts. So we'll see what happens with that. In this bed right here, we have cilantro that I threw some seeds down, some cilantro seeds, and then this is green beans. And so I just recently did this, so but we have some action. So oh, there goes some more. So they'll come up soon. Be patient. Gardening has taught me even more patience. 5 children taught me patience, and a husband. Gardening has taught me more patience as well. And then over here we have some dill. The dill just sprouted. We have some cowpeas in this bed. I see a little action. Cowpeas that were planted just recently. And then on this side we have some celery, and we're gonna see how that does. Gardening is hit or miss. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. These beds were like my first beds I planted out. They're doing very well. They were being attacked by slugs, but that's why you see holes, but they seem to be gone. Prayers. I went ahead and planted 3 pepper plants because I'll be pulling these out soon and harvesting those. And then we have some Swiss chard over there, and then over here, oh, another sunflower. This is this right here is a collard that overwintered, that's going to seed, and I'm gonna let it go to seed because I know it produces beautiful flowers, and the pollinators will love that. And also I'll see if I can collect some seeds, but it just popped back up on its own after being in the ground over winter. Once again, that bed is empty. I don't know if that's another collard green. This is where I had all the collards planted, so I don't know if that's another one that's popping up. Also, this bed right here is a disappointment. I forgot this half. I had planted garlic and it didn't work. All these leaves were in here. They were spread out throughout the bed. I just raked them all over. But there was garlic that I planted here and nothing happened. Like when I first planted it, it was coming up and I could smell it. It was doing, look at that swirl. It seemed like it was going, something was going to happen. But nope, it was nothing. So we'll try again next year for the garlic. Here's another bed with some bok choy. Did I tell y'all that was bok choy and pak choy? It's a mixture, whatever one it is. Same thing here. And then we have some purple cabbage at the end. I have one here and one over there. And then I inserted 2 pepper plants, actually 3 pepper plants in this bed, because once again, you know, I'm gonna start harvesting the bok choy and the pak choy because it's gonna start getting hot. This right here, I believe is garlic, and I didn't put any in this bed. And so I went to dig this out, and I was like, that's garlic. So I just left it there. Maybe I'll get 1 garlic harvest, like 1. If I do, that'll be great. There goes an apple tree that is growing. So that one survived. And the flowers, all the flowers are gone now, but they were beautiful on these. That's beautiful. Look at that. Let's snap that shot. And then this bed right here is nothing but, nope, it's cabbage, purple cabbage. And then I have a couple of, I think, y'all, oh, it is, it's Swiss chard. I was gonna say, I think it's Swiss chard, but it is. My little garden decor. If y'all need garden decor, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree will give you some cute things. These are, what are these that I saved? These are hydrangeas that were on the clearance rack at Lowe's. They try to, they sold them for Easter, and they were like $21. So, of course, they went on clearance, because around Easter, technically, you're not supposed to have hydrangeas. But from what I understand is that the factories will push them to grow in order to sell them for Easter flowers. So I got this on the clearance. I get a lot of my flowering plants on clearance. And so we're going to see what that does. I have another one too. This is my little sitting area by my shed. This is a moonflower that I planted from seed, and I'm going to see what it does. I just up potted it because I just don't know where I want it. I believe that this is sedum. This, as I was cleaning out that big black bed over there, I had plants in there that I had to take out. This looked like it was dead. It was like a root, just, and what I did was planted up the root. I believe it's sedum, but you can see that it's producing something, so I'll be able to find out what it is after it comes in. These are my petunias that I planted up, and they are gorgeous. They are so pretty. What's it? My little garden decor. He is so cute. I got him from Family Dollar. I love this. This was gifted to me by Tanja. Thank you, Tanja. So cute. I gotta get another one. This is another hydrangea that I saved. And so this over here is new growth. And so we're gonna see what it does. This right here is a garden mess. Everybody has a mess. This is where I work, and I have to clean the area up. A mess again. But this is like my chicken's food, my meat bird food, and we just butchered our meat birds, and so, but we just got more, so it'll be gone soon. This right here is another bed that's full of cabbage. We have cabbage, spinach that is ready to be harvested, lots of kale. I did interplant some pepper plants as well in here, because once again, this cool weather stuff is gonna start. I'm gonna have to start clipping away at it and breaking it down. I was going to let the dogs out, but I didn't, because I try to let them out when it's close to my husband and son and daughter being home. So I didn't let them out, but they'll be okay. But anyways, this cabbage looks like it's gonna do something. Last year I planted cabbage, and it grew, and then it stopped and it was over. So we're gonna see. There goes another cabbage, but this one's really trying to form a head. And then we have kale. We have laciato kale, or dinosaur kale in here. And then we have like your regular curly kale. That's your regular curly kale. Then I have some peppers in here. Like I said, some spinach. And then I also have some broccoli. We're gonna see what the broccoli plants do. I have some big broccoli plants, and then I have some. So we're going to have 80-degree weather today. So I don't know if that's gonna stunt the growth of some of my cool weather stuff. But as the temperature warms up, I do have these shade cloths that after they get some morning sun, I will come and throw the shade cloth over. That's the thing about interplanting, because peppers do like the heat, but this other stuff doesn't. But I don't have that many pepper plants in here. I think I have about 5, 3 down there, 1 right there, 1 right here. I do have some basil somewhere in here. We're gonna see what happens with that. Once again, it doesn't look like it's gonna do anything, but you never know. And then we have a bug. I don't know if that's a good bug or a bad bug, but what is that? But this is, I believe, a broccoli or a cauliflower plant. So that's that bed. That bed is doing very well. Over here we have carrots and another apple tree, guys. This one survived too. And then we have carrots in this bed and radishes. Once again, I sow I sow heavily, and I don't thin out. I don't know if I'll change that one day or not, but it's worked for me. Radishes, I like them roasted. That's the only way I like them, for the most part. But although they're heavily sowed, I know we have some down here. I was looking yesterday, and it looked like one of them, I think it's this one, maybe it was ready to come out the ground. But we have some radishes down there. They're growing, so they might be small, but it'll be just enough for me to roast and have a couple of meals. But they're looking good. Over here we have beets. Beets are growing. And this whole section right here, they're coming up. Is this a weed? I think that's a weed. Or maybe not. I'm gonna leave it alone. And then we have some arugula right here. Once again, so heavily, if you don't want to do your spacing the way you need to. And then we have some beets right here. Beets I use for basically juicing. So beet right there. So we have a lot of beets. Over here in this bed, we have tomatoes that are doing good that I just put in the ground. Everything got a good water in last night because I knew we were going to have 80 degrees. 80 degrees is early here in Mass. So, and then I have some little broccolis and here and cauliflower. I don't know if it's going to do anything. I just went ahead and planted them out because I'm not good at just killing seedlings. Once they produce, I just try to give them a chance to grow. I know some people just be like, oh, it's not going to do nothing, throw it away. But I try to give everything a chance. Over here we have broccoli rabe. We'll see what it's going to do. Once again, with the temperature being high for the next couple of days, I probably will have to throw a shade cloth on this bed as well. We have lots of kale in here. There goes a baby kale. But for the most part, this bed is broccoli rabe. And I threw in 1 pepper. I see it right there. We have kale. So I'll be harvesting some of that kale soon. And then right behind me, we have some lemon balm. I'm not sure if that's going to survive. And then I put 2 small tomato plants in here. We'll see what happens. And then we have some mint. This is the only thing that I purchased actually from the store because for whatever reason my mint didn't come back. And if it doesn't look like it's doing good in this bed, I'm going to move it to another bed. But of course I want to keep it contained because you need to have mint contained, because if you don't, it just spreads like wildfire and I don't want it all over the place. This bed right here, we have different types of parsley that came up. Got a sunflower in here and 1 pepper plant. We'll see what that does there. We have some flowers. I have flowers all over. More peppers. I told y'all, peppers for me. And then right here we have some sage that's doing good. Another sunflower, but this bed is just sage. And then more peppers. And that's all and then we have, oh, can I just show y'all? Like, I'm going to be so happy. This is a hydrangea, but these roses, my daughter wanted roses, and these roses, look at that. They are sugar tip roses. And I got them on clearance. I pruned them to the best of my ability, and look what we have. They are filling in along with the weeds. And so yeah, another apple tree right there that I didn't show y'all. That's just a bush. I always debate about moving it, but I think I like it. And then a lot of mulch that just needs to go down. I often show y'all my flower beds. So we have a wall, my wall of flowers. Over here too, this wall of flowers full of hostas that I can't wait to bush out. And then we have the tulips that are going to be leaving soon. And what I've been doing inside this space is I've been coming in and putting zinnias that I had started from seed. And so as the tulips and the, what do you call it, the daffodils die back and die out, I'll put some annuals in this place, in that space. And a lot of things are just filling in. And look at these alliums. I think that's how you say it. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Oh, they filled in so nicely. So once again, as everything dies back, the spring flowers, I'm gonna put some summer annuals in here. I need to clean and fill up that bird bath. We have more tulips. Aren't these cute? Told y'all where to go. Once again, as they die back, but it was such a show. They put on a nice show, and I was very pleased. This was my first time doing any bulbs, daffodils, tulips, alliums. My first time doing any of those buds. Hyacinths, I love the smell of hyacinths. They smell so good. It was my first time, y'all. And remember, my bald-headed grass is growing. We got to cut the grass. And then my last flower bed is over here. So everything is coming in so nicely. That azalea had the beautiful pink flowers. It's dying back. The flowers will die back, but the foliage will stay. So we love that. And so yeah, this is what we're looking like over here. Everything is filling in so nicely. I'm excited. This is sedum that I moved. All the plants that I did move around survived, but I have plenty of space to continue planting. Got to get these rocks out of here, and like I said, got to cut the grass. There are so many dandelions in here. I know that people make dandelion tea. I haven't tried to make any, but oh my gosh. But yeah, guys, so that is the garden tour for the month of May. Sorry about the dogs in the background, but that one dog, she has an attitude, and so she's mad that I'm not letting her out, but she'll be all right. Good morning.